Introduction. I want to begin by telling you something that will change your perspective forever. Success is not a matter of luck, talent, or even circumstances. Success is a matter of mindset. I've had the privilege of working with some of the most successful people in the world, from entrepreneurs who've built multi-billion-dollar companies, to athletes who've broken world records. And you know what the one thing they all have in common is? Their mindset. But what is mindset, exactly? It's the way we think, it's the belief we hold about ourselves and the world around us, and it determines how we respond to life's challenges. Today, I'm going to teach you how to take control of that mindset and use it to create an unstoppable force of success. Let's break it down into 10 powerful principles, 10 strategies that you can use every day to master your mindset and start living the life you deserve. Chapter 1, The Power of Belief. You are what you believe. Belief is the foundation of everything. It is the lens through which you view the world and, more importantly, it is the key to unlocking your true potential. Think about the power of belief for a moment, how deeply it shapes the way you act, the way you interact with others, and the way you see your future. You see, your beliefs are not just passive thoughts that float through your head, they are active forces that influence every decision you make and every action you take. What you believe determines what you can achieve. It's as simple as that. If you believe you can't succeed, then you will find every possible reason to hold yourself back. But if you believe in your ability to achieve greatness, there's nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop you. Take Michael Jordan, for example. He is often considered the greatest basketball player of all time, but did you know that he was cut from his high school basketball team? It's true. Michael Jordan didn't make the cut, and many people at the time probably thought his dream of playing at the highest level was over. But Michael didn't see it that way. He didn't accept that rejection as a permanent truth. He believed in his potential, and that belief fueled his relentless drive to work harder, to improve, and to ultimately prove the world wrong. That belief in himself led him to not just become a great player but a global icon. Your belief system is like the fuel in a car, it either propels you forward or keeps you stuck in neutral. The difference is that most people are unaware of the beliefs that are limiting their progress. They don't realize that by changing their beliefs, they can unlock an entirely new reality. When you change your belief, you change your world. And when you change your world, you change your life. So ask yourself, what are the beliefs that are holding you back? Are they beliefs that serve you, or are they limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in the past? Many of us hold on to beliefs that we've inherited from others, beliefs from our parents, teachers, or society that tell us what's possible and what's not. But here's the truth, you have the power to choose your beliefs. You are not defined by the beliefs of your past or the limitations others have placed on you. Now, I want you to think about the times when you've succeeded. Think back to a moment in your life when you achieved something great, something that you once thought was impossible. What was the belief that drove you in that moment? Maybe it was the belief that you had what it takes, or that you could find a way to make it happen. Whatever that belief was, it became your truth, and it was that belief that propelled you forward. The key here is to understand that belief is not a one-time event. It's a muscle that you can strengthen with every action you take. Just like building physical strength in the gym, strengthening your belief takes consistent effort. You can begin by surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, by consuming information that empowers you, and by affirming your worth and potential every single day. Remember, your beliefs create your reality. When you believe in yourself, you create a mindset that attracts success, opportunities, and abundance. And if you ever feel doubt creeping in, if you ever find yourself questioning your ability, just remind yourself that belief is the spark that ignites greatness. If you can change your beliefs, you can change your life. So today, I challenge you, what would your life look like if you believed in your potential to the fullest? What would you do, and who would you become? It's time to create beliefs that empower you. It's time to step into your greatness. Chapter 2, Embrace your power of choice. You have one of the most powerful tools at your disposal, something that no one can take away from you. It's something that gives you the ability to shape your destiny, even in the face of adversity. That tool is choice. Every single day, you are faced with a multitude of choices. What to think, how to act, how to respond to life's challenges. And here's the thing, the quality of your choices will determine the quality of your life. Too often, we feel like life is happening to us, like we are victims of circumstances, pushed and pulled by the winds of fate. But I want to tell you something right now, you are not a victim. You are in complete control. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond to what happens. This is one of the most liberating realizations you'll ever have. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. The power of choice allows you to step out of a reactive mindset and into an empowered, proactive mindset. Let's talk about Viktor Frankl, a man whose story can teach us all about the power of choice. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist who endured unimaginable suffering during the Holocaust, losing his family and spending years in concentration camps. But despite the horrors around him, Frankl discovered something profound. He found that while we cannot always control our circumstances, we always have the ability to choose our attitude in those circumstances. Frankl's belief was simple but powerful, even in the worst of situations, we have the freedom to choose how we respond. He chose to find meaning in his suffering. And that choice, that mindset, not only helped him survive but also helped him thrive. He went on to become one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century, teaching millions of people the importance of finding purpose, even in the darkest times. This is the key to embracing the power of choice, it's about consciously choosing how you respond to life. Every obstacle you face, every challenge you encounter, is an opportunity for you to choose how you will react. Will you react with fear, doubt, or frustration? Or will you choose to respond with resilience, optimism, and determination? Now, think about a difficult situation you're facing right now. How are you choosing to respond? Are you allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by negativity, or are you choosing to see the opportunity in the challenge? Remember, it's not about the challenge itself, it's about your response to it. You have the power to choose the story you tell yourself about every situation. And the story you tell yourself will dictate the actions you take and the results you create. Choice is the foundation of empowerment. Every decision you make, big or small, either takes you closer to your goals or further away from them. Whether it's choosing to take action instead of procrastinating, choosing to believe in yourself instead of doubting your abilities, or choosing to learn from failure instead of letting it defeat you, each choice you make shapes the person you become and the life you create. So how do you harness the power of choice? Start by taking full responsibility for your decisions. Own them. Don't blame anyone or anything for where you are right now. Your past decisions have brought you here, and now you have the power to choose a different path forward. You're not stuck. You are always one choice away from a new beginning. I want you to think about the areas of your life where you feel powerless or stuck. What choices can you make right now to change the trajectory of your life? Whether it's choosing to let go of a negative belief, choosing to take bold action, or choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, start with one choice. Just one. Make it with full intention, knowing that this one choice can change everything. The more you embrace the power of choice, the more you will realize that your success is not defined by external circumstances but by the decisions you make each day. Don't give away your power. Take full control. Every moment is a new opportunity to choose, and with every powerful choice you make, you step closer to the unstoppable success that awaits you. So, ask yourself, what will you choose today? Chapter 3: Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Our beliefs are the silent architects of our reality. They are the filters through which we view ourselves, our world, and our possibilities. Yet, many of us carry around beliefs that limit our potential, beliefs that hold us back from living the life we truly desire. These limiting beliefs are like invisible walls that prevent us from stepping into our greatness. But here's the truth: beliefs are not facts. They are simply thoughts we've repeated over and over again until we've accepted them as truths. And if those beliefs are limiting us, we have the power to change them. You have the ability to break down those walls and replace them with empowering beliefs that will propel you toward your dreams. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jim. Jim grew up in a small town, and from a young age, he was told he would never amount to much. His teachers, his peers, and even his family often told him that he wasn't college material, and that he would be lucky to get a decent job after high school. These limiting beliefs became deeply ingrained in Jim's mind. For years, he struggled with feelings of inadequacy, and he believed that he was destined for a life of mediocrity. But one day, Jim had an epiphany. He realized that the only thing standing in his way was his belief that he wasn't capable of achieving anything beyond what others had told him. That was the moment he made a choice, to reject those limiting beliefs and create new, empowering ones. He decided that he was worthy of success. He chose to believe that he was capable of achieving anything he set his mind to. Jim's journey wasn't easy, but he relentlessly worked to replace his limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," he began to think, "I am capable. I am worthy. I am constantly improving." Over time, Jim transformed his life. He went on to start his own business, achieve financial freedom, and, most importantly, create a sense of inner peace and self-confidence that had eluded him for so many years. Jim's story is a powerful reminder that our beliefs shape our reality. If we carry limiting beliefs, we create a life that reflects those beliefs. But when we replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones, we create the life we truly deserve. Now, I want you to reflect on your own life for a moment. What beliefs do you hold about yourself? What beliefs have you accepted as truth, even though they may be holding you back? Maybe you believe you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy of success. Maybe you believe that because of your past mistakes, you're destined to fail. These beliefs are powerful, but they are not permanent. They can be changed. The first step to replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones is awareness. You must identify the beliefs that are holding you back. This requires honesty and self-reflection. Ask yourself, what beliefs do I have about my abilities, my worth, and my future. Are these beliefs serving me, or are they limiting me? Once you've identified the limiting beliefs, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief truly based on reality, or is it simply something I've accepted as truth over time? Is there evidence to support this belief, or is it just a story I've been telling myself? Next, replace the limiting belief with an empowering one. For example, if your limiting belief is, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I am enough. I have unique strengths that I bring to the table. If you believe that success is only for a select few, replace it with, success is available to anyone who is willing to put in the work and believe in themselves. Your new belief should be powerful, positive, and aligned with the life you want to create. But it doesn't stop there. Just as limiting beliefs are repeated over time, empowering beliefs must also be reinforced through repetition. Every day, remind yourself of your new belief. Affirm it. Write it down. Speak it out loud. The more you repeat your empowering beliefs, the more they will become your truth. This process takes time, but every step you take toward replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. Your beliefs are the foundation of your success, and by consciously choosing empowering beliefs, you are laying the groundwork for unstoppable success. Remember, you are not defined by your past beliefs. You have the power to choose new beliefs at any moment. The beliefs you hold today will shape your reality tomorrow, so choose wisely. The moment you replace your limiting beliefs with empowering ones is the moment you take control of your future. And that is the moment your life begins to transform. So, what new belief will you choose today? What empowering belief will you start to embody in your life, starting now? The power is in your hands, and the time to act is now. Chapter 4: The Power of Consistent Action. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Many people are stuck in the cycle of wishing, hoping, and dreaming, but they never take the necessary steps to turn those dreams into reality. They talk about their goals, but when it comes to execution, they hesitate. They let fear, doubt, and procrastination stop them. But here's the truth: success is not just about having big dreams, it's about the consistent action you take toward those dreams. It's not the one huge leap that gets you there, it's the small steps you take every day, even when you don't feel like it. The magic happens in the consistency. Let me tell you about a man who exemplifies the power of consistent action, Thomas Edison. Now, we all know him as the inventor of the light bulb, but did you know that Edison failed over 1,000 times before he successfully created a working light bulb? That's right, 1,000 attempts. And every time he failed, he didn't give up. He didn't let failure define him. Instead, he saw each failure as a lesson, each mistake as a step closer to success. Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Now, imagine if Edison had stopped after his first failure. Or his 100th. Where would we be today? Would we have electric light? Would we have the countless innovations that followed from his discoveries? The answer is no. Edison's success wasn't just about genius ideas, it was about his unwavering commitment to taking consistent action, day after day, no matter how many times he stumbled. You see, it's not about having a perfect plan or knowing every single step in advance. Action creates clarity. The more you take action, the more you learn, adapt, and improve. The more you move forward, the clearer your path becomes. You can't steer a parked car, you have to start the engine and begin driving before you can adjust your course. But too many people fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect moment. They wait for the right time, the right circumstances, or for everything to line up perfectly before they take action. The truth is, that moment never comes. Life is rarely perfect, and waiting for perfection only leads to stagnation. Action isn't about waiting for everything to be perfect, it's about committing to the process and moving forward with what you have, where you are, with what you know right now. One of the biggest obstacles to consistent action is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of not being good enough. And I understand. We've all been there. But here's the secret, action is the antidote to fear. When you take consistent action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You shift your focus from the fear of failure to the excitement of progress. Every small step forward diminishes that fear and builds your confidence. Now, I want you to think about a goal you have. Maybe it's a personal goal, a career goal, or a dream you've been holding on to for years. What's one small action you can take today that will move you closer to that goal? Not tomorrow. Not next week. But today. It could be making one phone call, sending one email, taking the first step in learning something new, or making a decision to commit fully to your goal. Remember, action breeds momentum. The more you do, the more you will want to do. And as you start taking action, you'll build confidence, develop new skills, and create momentum that propels you toward your goal. It's like building a snowball. At first, it's small and insignificant, but as you keep rolling it forward, it picks up more snow and grows larger and more powerful. And here's the secret about momentum, once you start taking action, your confidence grows. The fear starts to diminish. You begin to see the possibility where there once was doubt. You begin to realize that you are capable of achieving things you once thought were impossible. So, how do you create consistent action in your life? Start by breaking down your big goals into small, manageable steps. Then, create a daily action plan, something simple that you can do every day, even when you're tired, or even when things get tough. Consistency is key. Don't focus on the outcome right now, just focus on the action. Let me share with you a technique that I personally use, and I call it the 5-minute rule. If you ever feel overwhelmed or you're struggling to get started, commit to doing something for just 5 minutes. It might be writing for 5 minutes, working out for 5 minutes, or researching something for 5 minutes. The key is to start. Once you get going, you'll find that the momentum takes over, and before you know it, 5 minutes turns into 20, 30, or more. Now, I'm not saying it's always easy. There will be days when you don't feel like taking action. There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. But remember this, progress is progress, no matter how small. Every step forward is one step closer to your ultimate goal. In this chapter, I want you to make a commitment. A commitment to take consistent action every single day. No matter how small. No matter how imperfect. Every action you take brings you closer to the life you want. So, decide right now that you will not let another day go by without moving toward your dreams. The time is now. The power of consistent action is in your hands. It's time to step into that power, take that first step, and watch as momentum carries you to unstoppable success. Chapter 5: Harness the Power of Focus. Focus is one of the most powerful forces you can harness in your life. Think about it: where your focus goes, your energy flows. Every moment you spend focusing on something, you are directing your mental and emotional resources toward that thing. Whether it's your goals, your relationships, or your problems, your focus is creating your reality. But here's the kicker: most people are not intentional about their focus. They allow distractions, outside opinions, and unimportant tasks to pull their attention in 1,000 different directions. And as a result, they end up feeling overwhelmed, scattered, and unproductive. Without focus, you're simply reacting to life instead of proactively creating it. Let me share a story with you about one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs didn't just build a company, he built an empire. But one of the keys to his success was his ability to focus on the few things that really mattered. In fact, when he returned to Apple in 1997 after being ousted years earlier, one of the first things he did was simplify the company's focus. He cut down the number of products Apple was developing from dozens to just a handful. He asked his team to focus on creating the best products possible in just a few categories, instead of spreading themselves too thin. Why did he do that? Because focus creates mastery. By narrowing their focus, Steve Jobs and his team could put all their energy and creativity into developing exceptional products. They didn't waste time on anything that didn't directly contribute to their vision. The result? The iPhone, the iPad, the iPod. Revolutionary products that changed the world. Now, I want you to think about your own life. What are you focusing on right now? Are you giving your attention to the things that really matter? Or are you letting distractions, negative thoughts, and unimportant tasks pull you in every direction? The truth is, you only have so much mental and emotional bandwidth. The more scattered your focus, the less energy you have to direct toward what truly matters. And when you don't direct your focus to what's important, you end up wasting precious time and energy on things that don't move you closer to your goals. So how do you harness the power of focus? It starts by being intentional about where you direct your attention. Ask yourself, what is truly important in my life? What do I want to achieve? Once you've identified your top priorities, create a laser-like focus on those things. This is where clarity comes in. You need to be crystal clear about your vision and your goals. If your goals are vague or undefined, your focus will be scattered. But when you have a clear, compelling vision of where you want to go, your focus becomes a powerful magnet that pulls you toward that destination. Let me share a simple yet powerful exercise with you to help sharpen your focus. It's called the Power Hour. Every day, dedicate the first hour of your day to focusing solely on your most important goal. No distractions. No checking emails. No social media. Just pure, undivided focus. During that hour, immerse yourself fully in the task at hand, whether it's writing, strategizing, learning, or taking action toward your vision. After that hour, you'll feel energized and clear, and you'll have made significant progress toward your goal. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Tony, I have so many things to juggle. There's work, family, and all these other responsibilities. How do I stay focused with so many competing demands? Here's the thing, focus doesn't mean doing only one thing. It means deciding what matters most and prioritizing it. You can still manage other aspects of your life, but by intentionally focusing on your most important task or goal for a set period of time, you make real progress. Focus also requires eliminating distractions. One of the biggest distractions today is technology. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, and social media updates that pull our attention in every direction. If you want to master your focus, you need to take control of your environment. Set boundaries around your time. Turn off notifications. Create a designated workspace. Designate time to focus, and honor that time like it's sacred. But let's take this a step further. Focus is not just about eliminating distractions. It's about saying yes to the things that will move you closer to your goals. That means saying no to the things that don't serve your vision. You can't say yes to everything. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Be deliberate about where you invest your time and energy. I want you to think about where you're currently investing your focus. What are you paying attention to, and how is it helping you move closer to your dreams? If you feel like you're not making progress, take a step back and assess whether your focus is aligned with your goals. This is also where the power of saying no becomes essential. Saying no is not about being selfish, it's about protecting your time and energy so that you can say yes to the things that truly matter. It's about creating space in your life for the things that will propel you forward, and eliminating the distractions that are keeping you stuck. The bottom line is this: when you master the art of focus, you unlock your true potential. You are no longer scattered and reactive. You become proactive and purposeful. And with that kind of clarity and direction, nothing will be able to stop you. So, I want to challenge you right now: what will you choose to focus on today? What's one area of your life where you can redirect your attention to create massive progress? The power of focus is in your hands, and the time to harness it is now. Remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Choose wisely. Chapter 6: Develop Unshakable Self-Belief. Self-belief is the cornerstone of all success. It doesn't matter how many skills, opportunities, or resources you have if you don't believe in yourself. The most successful individuals throughout history have one thing in common: they believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are capable of achieving anything they set their mind to. Consider the story of Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. When Michael was cut from his high school basketball team, most people would have given up, accepted failure, and moved on to something else. But Michael Jordan had an unshakable belief in himself. He knew that his dream of becoming a professional basketball player wasn't over, it was just beginning. Michael didn't see that failure as the end, but as fuel to his fire. He spent hours practicing and honing his skills, not because he was the best player on the court, but because he believed he could become the best. The key here isn't talent alone, it's belief. When you believe in yourself, you can move mountains. But here's the thing: self-belief isn't something that comes overnight. It's built through small, consistent actions and successes, no matter how small they seem. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is proof that you are capable. And over time, those small wins compound and turn into a mountain of self-belief. So, how can you build unshakable self-belief? Start by reminding yourself of past successes. It's easy to forget the times you've triumphed, but looking back at your past accomplishments will remind you of your strength and resilience. Also, focus on your strengths, acknowledge what you're good at and build on those areas. Finally, take action toward your goals every single day. Each action will reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving more than you thought possible. You are powerful, you are capable, and you are worthy of success. When you truly believe in yourself, there's nothing you can't achieve. Chapter 7: Master Your Emotions. We all face challenges, and life throws curveballs that can shake us to our core. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is how we respond to those challenges. Do you let your emotions dictate your actions, or do you take control of them? The key to unstoppable success is mastering your emotions and using them as fuel for growth. Oprah Winfrey is a prime example of someone who has mastered her emotions. She grew up in poverty, facing numerous hardships, including abuse and rejection. Yet, she transformed her pain into purpose. Oprah didn't allow her past to control her future. She chose to rise above her circumstances by mastering her emotions and using them to propel her forward. How did she do it? By understanding that emotions are temporary. They don't control us unless we let them. You can choose to respond to any situation with calmness, confidence, and clarity. Instead of letting negative emotions such as fear, anger, or frustration take over, you can decide to shift your mindset and reframe your perspective. One powerful technique for mastering your emotions is practicing gratitude. When you focus on what's going right in your life, you shift your emotional state from one of scarcity to one of abundance. When you are emotionally centered, you make better decisions, and you take empowered action. Remember, emotions are powerful, but they don't have to control you. You are the master of your feelings, not the other way around. Chapter 8: Create and stick to powerful routines. One of the most impactful ways to ensure success is by creating powerful, life-changing routines. The habits you cultivate on a daily basis shape your destiny. Successful people don't wait for motivation, they create a routine that drives them toward their goals, whether they feel like it or not. Consider Tony Robbins himself. Every day, he starts his morning with what he calls priming. It's a set of practices that includes deep breathing, gratitude exercises, and visualization. These rituals set his mindset for success before he even begins his day. What Tony knows is that success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design. A powerful routine gives you the structure you need to stay focused and on track. It removes the decision-making fatigue and ensures that no matter how you feel in the moment, you're consistently moving forward toward your goals. But how do you create your own powerful routine? Start by deciding what matters most to you and aligning your daily activities with those priorities. It could include exercise, meditation, reading, journaling, or even setting goals for the day. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Stick with your routine, even on days when you don't feel like it. Over time, you'll see the results, and your routine will become the foundation for your success. Chapter 9: Take full responsibility for your life. One of the most empowering decisions you can make is to take full responsibility for your life. No matter what happens to you, no matter what challenges or setbacks you face, you are the one in control of your response. You are the creator of your own destiny. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced rejection after rejection before finally finding success. At one point, she was a single mother living on welfare. Yet, she never blamed her circumstances. Instead, she took full responsibility for her life and her choices. She refused to accept the victim mentality and chose to take action toward her dreams. Today, she is one of the wealthiest and most influential authors in the world. Taking full responsibility means you no longer blame others or external circumstances for your situation. It means recognizing that your choices, big and small, shape your future. It means owning your successes and your failures, knowing that you have the power to change your life at any moment. When you take full responsibility, you stop being a passenger in your life and become the driver. You can no longer claim that life is happening to you, it is happening because of you. And that realization is both freeing and empowering. Chapter 10, Never Stop Growing. The journey of success is never a straight line. It's a constant evolution, and the key to unstoppable success is a commitment to never stop growing. Growth isn't just about improving your skills or your knowledge, it's about becoming the best version of yourself every single day. Think about the legendary Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, facing unimaginable hardship. But rather than letting his situation define him, he chose to grow. Even in the darkest of times, he read, learned, and worked on his mindset. When he was released, he didn't seek revenge or bitterness. Instead, he chose forgiveness, understanding that growth meant letting go of the past and stepping into a new future. Your journey to success isn't about reaching a destination, it's about embracing a process of continuous growth. Personal development is a lifelong commitment. Whether it's reading, taking courses, practicing mindfulness, or expanding your network, growth is essential to achieving long-term success. The world is constantly evolving, and so should you. So, the question is, what will you do today to grow? Never stop learning. Never stop challenging yourself. Embrace the journey, and keep growing. Because as long as you are growing, you are on the path to unstoppable success. Conclusion: unstoppable success is yours. You now have the tools to master your mindset, harness your focus, build unshakable self-belief, and take consistent action. You have learned to master your emotions, create powerful routines, and take full responsibility for your life. And above all, you've committed to never stop growing. Remember, success isn't a destination, it's a way of living. It's about showing up every day with a mindset that believes in possibilities, a heart that embraces challenges, and a spirit that refuses to quit. Unstoppable success is within your reach, and it starts with the choices you make today. Your future is not determined by what happens to you, it's determined by what you choose to do with what happens. So go out there, take action, believe in yourself, and create the life you've always dreamed of. You've got this. Let's go make it happen.